Assalamu alaikum. My name is Kashaf Naim, roll number BP1650103, group number 40. And my topic is allergic contact dermatitis. So we started. Basically, allergic contact dermatitis is a type of contact dermatitis. And contact dermatitis is a red itch rash caused by direct contact with a substance or an allergic reaction to it. The rash isn't contagious or life threatening, but it can be uncomfortable. Many substances can cause such reactions, including soaps, cosmetics, fragrances, jewelry, and plants. If we talk about its signs and symptoms, then in signs and symptoms, it include a red rash, itching, which may be severe, dry, cracked, scaly skin, bumps and blisters, sometimes with oozing and crusting, swelling, burning, or tenderness can also be noted down in case of contact dermatitis. Now, let's see what is basically allergic contact dermatitis. Allergic contact dermatitis is a delayed type of induced sensitivity resulting from cutaneous contact with a specific allergen to which the patient have developed a specific sensitivity. This allergic reaction could causes inflammation of the skin manifested by varying degrees of erythema, edema, and vesiculation. The most common substances that can cause allergic contact dermatitis include poison ivy, nickel, or fragrances. Some other are also the reason of causing the allergic contact dermatitis, which could be fabrics, medications, or any other thing. So basically, the part of the person which come in contact with the allergen results in getting this type of dermatitis. And that part may get swelled, get itching effect, get rashed, get blisters on it, or clusters on it, or vesicles on it. Now we see its pathophysiology. Allergic contact dermatitis is caused by a type 4 T cell mediated delayed hypersensitivity reaction. In this, a foreign substance comes in contact with the skin and is linked to skin protein, forming an antigen complex that leads to sensitization. Upon exposure of the epidermis to the antigen, the sensitized T cells initiate an inflammatory cascade, causing the skin changes associated with allergic contact dermatitis. Now its etiology. Basically, there are three main plants who are responsible for causing allergic contact dermatitis, and they include poison ivy, oak, sumac, and the major plant which involved in causing allergic contact dermatitis is poison ivy. But all of three plants contain the same sensitizing oleoresin, urushiol oil, which contains pentadecacaticone, which is the actual sensitizing agent, and therefore the dermatitis caused by these three plants is identical. Whereas poison ivy, which is a major cause of this allergic contact dermatitis, whose botanical name is Toxicodendron radicans, it is the major cause of allergic contact dermatitis in the United States and exceeding all other causes combined. Its dermatitis is characterized by linear streaks over the part of skin that come in contact with the plant. Other causes of allergic contact dermatitis could include nickel, rubber gloves, dyes, and temporary tattoos. Also, there are some medications or airborne substances, or there are some antibiotics or creams are also involved in causing allergic contact dermatitis in a person. Signs and symptoms. Allergic contact dermatitis is characterized by pruritic papules and vesicles on an erythematous base. Individuals with allergic contact dermatitis typically develop the condition within a few days of exposure in areas that were exposed directly to allergen. Certain allergens, for example neomycin, however, penetrate intact skin poorly. In such cases, the onset of dermatitis may be delayed for up to a week following exposure. Now, we will see a case study related to the allergic contact dermatitis. A patient. whose name is KP, a 27-year-old woman, has recently returned from an outing in the woods. She now has vesicular eruptions that appear in a linear pattern on one arm and hand. She believes that she has had a poison oak reaction and requests therapy. What should be recommended at this point? What should be recommended if the condition become more severe? Soap notes. Chief complaint. If we look at the chief complaint, so we get it here is vascular eruptions appear in a linear pattern on one arm and hand of the patient. Subjective. Onset of action is recent. Location, arm and hand. Duration, a few minutes ago. Characterization, vesicular eruptions appear in a linear pattern. Alleviation factor may be contact with oak tree. Severity. Vesicular eruptions are not contagious or life threatening, but they can be very uncomfortable and can become a chronic condition sometimes. Objective. Vesicular eruptions appear on one arm and hand of the patient, and it could be poison oak reaction. Assessment. We assess from the symptoms of the patient is that the vesicular eruptions appear after her returning from the woods, which is indicating that the patient has an allergic contact dermatitis, and this could be occur because she might have come in contact with the oak tree or plant while she was in the woods. Now, plan, we have a first line treatment um, is to recommend KP to use cool compresses with saline or aluminum acetate solution. It will soothe the vesicles. And we also use calamine lotion if the lesion is not wet or weeping. Calamine lotion can be used for 2 to 4 times daily as it contains zinc oxide, which may act as a mild astringent. Alternatively, of calamine lotion, we can use topical corticosteroids, for example, clobetasol 0.05% in dosage form of cream, ointment, or solution, can be applied on the affected part or area. But in case if KP's poison or correction becomes more severe, then an additional treatment with prednisone zero point 0.5 to 1 milligram per kilogram for at least 2 or 3 weeks will be required, and such therapy should be withdrawn slowly over 1 to 2 weeks to prevent recurrence of the lesion. And if the person is comfortable after this initial therapy, the dose may be reduced by 50% for the next 5 to 7 days. The rate of reduction of the steroid dosage depends on factors such as the severity and duration of allergic contact dermatitis and how effectively the allergen can be avoided. And one other thing about the corticosteroid is that their long-term use can result in severe morbidity. In some individuals with allergic contact dermatitis should not receive long-term systemic corticosteroids or immunosuppressives unless extensive patch testing and evaluation have failed to identify remedial causes of the severe dermatitis. So the use of corticosteroids should be short term, otherwise it will result in some severe consequences. And in some cases, it may result in glaucoma, cataracts, corneal thinning, or perforation, loss of the eye. So we must avoid a long-term use of corticosteroid in patients. Note: those patients or those individuals who are sensitive, like KP, they should be instructed to avoid contact with the offending plants like oak, poison, or ivy sumac that may cause them allergic contact dermatitis, especially when there is a season of the plant reproduction. In that season, a person should avoid to go outside the house because there is a high incidence during the spring because the leaves of those funding plants are tender and they bruise easily, and people spend more time outdoors. So in that case, people should avoid to come in contact with such type of plants. Also, if contact is inevitable, then every effort should be made to shield composed areas of the skin with appropriate clothing, and bentocortum, a topical organoclay compound, can be considered in that case. You can apply 5% of the solution to the skin 15 minutes before the exposure, and you can reapply it of every 4 hours, can reduce induction of allergic contact dermatitis, but this lotion use is limited because of its high cost. Also, exposed individuals should bath or shower as soon as they come in from outdoors and should wash their clothes. Although they should maintain their hygiene, should care about their hygiene in order to avoid this type of allergic contact dermatitis. Thank you. And here we done the allergic contact dermatitis topic.